Dominik, what belief do you guys have that you can overturn this tie against PSG?
Personally, me, I believe completely because I know what we are able to do. I know what kind of players we have. I know what kind of mentality we have, and we showed it many times. Maybe not every time, but many times. And that's what we need tomorrow, from the start of the game.
Probably showed it again at the weekend, getting that win against Fulham. But I just want to go back to the Manchester City game. Obviously, at the end, it looked like you had a message for the fans at that point. Can you tell us what you were trying to say?
Yeah, to make it clear, maybe it was a misunderstanding between me and the fans. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Obviously, I know what the fans mean for this club and what this club means for the fans as well. As a player, we know we do everything for them as well as we do for us. So if it was a misunderstanding, then I apologize. But they can feel also that I'm not feeling better than them. I'm feeling exactly the same way like they do, and to make it clear that I'm with them and we are with them, and I think hopefully they are with us as well.
So what is your message to them as well as to what they can expect tomorrow night against PSG?
That we're gonna go all in. We're gonna give our best from the minute one until the minute. Hopefully 90, because it can be enough. But maybe if it goes even more, 120, 125. So I'm ready to die on the pitch tomorrow. I think I can speak from all of the players because we want it so bad. We worked for it so bad, and there in one game everything can happen in Anfield.
What's your view of PSG compared to 5 years ago? You know, when you were drawn against the PSG, how do you compare this PSG to PSG from 5 years ago?
Compare PSG with the recent years is I think I can say completely different because maybe they have superstars and they have stars, but maybe not as much as like I can say when Messi was playing there, or when Kylian was playing there, or Neymar was playing there. Now they have different type of players, a different system, and also a different style of playing football. And it's really hard to play against them, especially when they are really confident right now as well, coming to Anfield with 2-0. So, yeah, but as I say before, we are more than ready.
Behind.
Hello, Dominik. This is Balázs Gyenge from the Hungarian National Press. Looking back on your career, which two-legged comeback do you regard as the greatest? And if you can knock out PSG, would it surpass that?
If I would be surprised if you can knock out PSG.
No. If you manage to knock out PSG, will it eclipse your biggest comeback?
Oh, it's a good question. Of course, it will be one of the biggest comeback in my career, probably, especially with Liverpool against Paris in the quarterfinals of the Champions League after 2-0 down. Yeah, I can say it will be the biggest comeback in my career. Yeah.
And which was the biggest comeback before this one, if you can manage this?
Club-wise or national team-wise?
Both.
I can say national team-wise, when we qualified for the European Championship in 2019, if I'm correct, against Iceland. We were down after 85 minutes and we changed the game to 2-1.
Julie?
Hiya.
This week could be a really big week when it comes to Champions League next season, with the game tomorrow and then the Merseyside derby at the weekend, and the two sides being so close. As a group of players, have you discussed how this could be a really big week for you, and who sort of leads those conversations?
We are speaking every day between each other, but obviously the first game is tomorrow. We didn't speak as much about Everton than maybe about Paris, because after the Paris game it was Fulham, it wasn't Paris. So we always look game by game, because the first job is tomorrow, and we have to give really our best. And from tomorrow on, we can think about after tomorrow we can think about Everton, which is a big game for us, a derby away, going for the Champions League spot. So we have to be ready as well for this.
Pass the mic across there, please.
Bonjour, José Barroso de l'équipe. Est-ce que vous
French, I don't understand.
m'entendez? Sorry. It's okay.
Can you just tell us about the role that Anfield can play in tomorrow night's match? You said that, your team said that you were impressed by the atmosphere at the Parc des Princes last week. Well, do you think that your fans are going to do exactly the same thing tomorrow? And so what's their role? It's almost like a 12th player on the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, Anfield gonna make a big impact tomorrow. We saw it many times during this season, last season, in the past for sure. So yeah, it's gonna be not only 11 players or the subs who comes in. It's gonna be the whole stadium, and we know how it feels to be playing for Liverpool, playing in front of these fans, playing in Anfield. So I think we don't need any more motivation. We know what does it feel.
James?
Dom, PSG was so dominant in the first game last week. What needs to change from Liverpool's perspective? What do you need to do as a team that you were unable to do last week?
Now we can talk about tactics and stuff, but I'm not gonna open it up publicly. It's gonna be a different game for sure. We're gonna do different stuff in a different way. We saw what they have done in the first game, and we will try to manage it now, not to happen. But we need to go all in, and we need to give everything what is possible. And end of the game, if you say to yourself you gave everything and still we didn't go through, then you can still keep your chin up and say, yeah, we tried it. But as I said, if we do really everybody what we have to do, I still surely believe there is a big opportunity tomorrow.
Further on.
Hi, Dominik. Sorry, French again.
Hi, Dominic. Ibrahima Konate, your fellow teammate, has sent a message out saying that the Premier League should have protected Liverpool by allowing you not to play this week because PSG didn't play this weekend in the league. Do you think that really gives PSG a real advantage, the fact that they were able to rest this weekend ahead of the game?
Of course, it's a difference when they can rest between the two games. It gives them 2 days more extra time for recovery, for analyzing the game, getting ready for the game. And as I said, after the PSG game, we were already focused on Fulham. We played 2 days ago, and then since then we are focused on Paris again. And a couple of guys from us who played in Paris also long, and then started Fulham as well, played also long. and that makes a difference. But I'm not here to tell you that Premier League should give us days off or maybe help us in the Champions League. That's how it is. We have to deal with it, and we are professional enough to deal with it. So that's our job to do.
Fast forward, Beth.
French.
Hi, Dominic. There's obviously been Mo and Andy have both announced the past couple of weeks that they're going to be leaving, and Virgil spoke at the weekend about the need for there to be more leaders who step up and fill their boots. It feels like you've taken on more of a leadership role this season. Do you see yourself as one of the players that can really step up when they do go at the end of the season?
I think yes. I'm captain in the national team since 4 or 5 years, so I have a little bit of experience how to deal with it. But as long as we have these kind of players like Mo, Robo, Virgil, Ali, Joey, so we have enough experienced players. But if they need help from the young ones who are not that young anymore, then I'm happy to help them. I'm happy to take responsibility even more, and be there for them. Maybe be the connection between them and the even youngers. So I'm happy to do it, and if they need me, they know I'm really happy to do it.
Well done. Thank you.
Finish.
Yeah.
Oh.